Stand by, YouTube. Stand by. We're turning on the chat. We're going to get right to it. Welcome to our live. Guys, we are ready to rock. What a night. What a back-to-back. TikTok is queuing up in the chat. Are you guys ready? I hope you're ready. Let's do it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are live. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show. Caitlin Clark is MVP. No doubt about it. She is legend. We are watching a legend before our eyes. Caitlin Clark comes out after one of the worst games she's ever played and torches, eliminates the Sky, not only sets them on fire, but eliminates their playoff hopes. Caitlin Clark single-handedly put a franchise out of the playoffs. She is that good. She is legend. She is her. You are watching history. There's no doubt about it. 37-10. The 5th time she's had 30-10. 8 3-pointers. She was electric. She was on fire. Caitlin Clark cannot be denied. You are a fool if you look at this and deny history. You are denying the truth of the new WNBA. Caitlin Clark is the mold. Everyone that comes after her will try to break that mold. They will be copying her. They will be replicating her. Historians will be studying Caitlin Clark for history. Do you realize she is an icon? She will never be forgotten. She will always be remembered. And she will take a franchise like the Sky and humiliate them, dominate them, and then smile about it and say, let's play another quarter when she's done. She is the MVP. If she is not given the MVP, she will be robbed. There is no doubt in my mind. After a devastating loss on the back-to-back, after playing a terrible game and having a 25% free throw percentage, she comes out, proves me wrong, proves everybody wrong, and just dominates and destroys the Sky. And now the Fever are back in the 4 spot just like that. Caitlin Clark is the MVP. She can turn it on and she can turn you off. She can end your season. She daggered the season for the Sky, and that's why she is the MVP. You just don't walk into a hostile environment on a back-to-back and do that. Everybody thought she'd be tired. I didn't. I thought this was possible because I believe I've been watching. That's why I've been so hard on her, because this is the greatness we deserve to see. This is the greatness we knew we would see. We just needed to see CC get loose. And I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying without Boston, she has games like this. You're absolutely right. That's the next enigma for me. I'm not sure how to manage that. I'll think that through. But there's no doubt that without Boston, this team will light it up. You will break 110, and Caitlin will do historic things. Kelsey Mitchell with 30, that's nothing to ignore. She is a powerful force. With these two ladies, they cannot be denied. Of course, it is a tough road against Minnesota. against the Dream, against Vegas, Valkyries, yes, you name it. But wouldn't you want to have Caitlin Clark in her prime right now, just tuned up doing this? You've got the best shot at a final appearance than you've ever had. Caitlin Clark is your MVP. I will not listen to anyone else that tells me otherwise. I'm sorry. A'ja Wilson is dominant, sure, but she can't do this. She cannot do what Caitlin does. She cannot give you these numbers. She cannot shut a team down like this. She cannot do this. She's a great player, but it's Caitlin's time. Step aside, Wilson. It's Caitlin's time. I love Kelsey Mitchell, but she is not the MVP. Caitlin Clark is your MVP. She will not be denied. She is history. It is her story. It is her story. It is Caitlin Clark's time. And that sets your table tonight. Guys, my name is Jason J. Daniel. I'm so excited. I'm tired just like you are after a back-to-back. We had a wild live last night. And let me be honest. I know you're going to hate on me. That's okay. I am okay with that. I do deserve it. I was very hard on Caitlin Clark last night. Very hard. So I will take your criticism and I will swallow it. But I will not take people who are going to just be psychos tonight with Caitlin Clark derangement syndrome. I don't know what else you need to see. This is the antidote. Somebody should grab your face, all of you haters that have derangement syndrome. They should sit you down and they should grab your eyeballs like that meme with the dude with the old lady and make you watch Caitlin Clark play this game over and over till you get healed. You need deliverance from this derangement syndrome you have. This is ridiculous that people hate on this. This is art. This is a work of art. She is a legend in the making. I'm sorry. So I can't do it with you haters tonight. Quantum Flow dubs in the chat. That's right, Quantum Flow. Quantum Flow and I were on the ledge last night. We were on the ledge. Guys, thank you for watching. I see you. Maverick Bryan, thank you for the heart me. I see you guys on TikTok and YouTube. Thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate it. What a night, man. Let's get to I saw some of your comments as I was riffing. Let's just get right to it. Ramona Lira, the game was awesome. It was awesome. I was going crazy. What a great night. I was going crazy. W for CC. That's right, Monk. Or Mook. Who votes for MVP? Somebody asked. It is the WNBA Illuminati, and it is the sports media. They are the ones that vote. And I have to tell you, they're starting to change their tune. They're giving her flowers. Thank Mari Lago, Marilu Lago, sorry. Amen on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you very much. She's your MVP. There's no doubt about it. And look, there's a lot of great talent in the W. But Caitlin Clark is the total package of a nightmare for a team who does not have a good defense. Yes, the Sky played the worst defense in the history of defenses. I know what you're saying. They're a bottom barrel team. They're miserable. They have zero talent. I know what you're saying. They're a mirage. But this is what an MVP does to a mirage. They shatter them. They humiliate them. They embarrass them. They make Natasha Cloud, who's an amateur, who should never be on a WNBA team. An MVP like Caitlin makes her lose her mind. Natasha Cloud lost her mind because she couldn't stop Caitlin and went and started to fight somebody in the crowd. We'll get into that. We know what that was about. But that's my point, is that she found a reason to try to get camera time and to try to have a temper tantrum because this is why they attack her. They can't physically handle how good she is. They can't handle the greatness. She's that good that it makes them crazy. She's so good, when she stands next to them, they get jittery and they get violent. That's how good she is. They got demons coming out of them. It's like Caitlin walks up, she's like, got holy water or something. These demons coming out of these chicks. It's insane, man. They do crazy stuff when Caitlin Clark is on fire because they cannot stop her. Kelsey Mitchell can't be guarded either. Natasha Cloud's a joke. DJ Carrington, jokes. These are jokes walking. But that's what you do to a joke team. It's a fake team. It's a mirage. So an MVP comes in and lights your team up, sets them on fire, and ruins your season. That is a dominant MVP, taking no prisoners. Jody Vincent, when Cece is hated since day one, why? She's great. I just explained it to you, Jody. She's so good that physically these amateurs know how bad they are, and they manifest craziness because they cannot handle how bad they are. It's really, I believe, a mental breakdown of these players who have not understood what greatness is until they stand next to her and she lights you up for 37. They knew they couldn't stop her. You can't even contain her. Some teams can if you quadruple team her. Have you noticed that if you pause the game when Caitlin goes into the paint, she's got that whole team on her? But her team sometimes will be available for a pass, sometimes they won't. But they're getting better. Caitlin always has 8 to 9 assists and could even have 15 if they could catch the damn ball. Chaos and Lip Gloss sent me a heart. Thank you, Chaos and Lip Gloss. Thank you, guys. Look, I was hard on Caitlin last night. I knew you guys would be probably hard on me. I will accept that. But that's why I'm hard on her, because she can do this. This is what we need from her. We expect this, and she rises to the occasion. In the post-game interview, she talked about, I just said, I'm going to dominate. I told Coach, I'm going to dominate. She goes out there and dominates. When a player like that starts lighting it up, they get energized and they have supernatural energy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jerry Kruger, are we better without Boston? Jerry, that is a really, really great question I have now. Jerry on TikTok. I'm very, very interested in that enigma. And I wonder, it's intriguing to me with Stephanie White. Carlton Ringing, Cece out here exercising demons on YouTube. Yeah, that demon's coming out. It's incredible. The kid, look at what they do to her. Did you notice that after Caitlin hit the 3 over Dejanay Carrington, 1, Dejanay stopped guarding Caitlin because Caitlin was going to scorch her, and 2, she came back and hit Caitlin. Did you notice that? Rewatch the footage. Hits Caitlin, and Caitlin goes, whatever. Caitlin was in the zone. She knew. That's what they do. They cannot help themselves. They will attack physically. The demons coming out of them, man. Caitlin's like, she got like holy water, like garlic or something on her. It's like vampires coming out of nowhere. That's why you get all the antics, the foolishness. That's why Natasha Cloud goes over and attacks that Cantor guy for wearing a T-shirt. It wasn't about the T-shirt. It was, did you see how embarrassing that was? Like, she should be, that's a whole nother story, but I'll just say this. She is a clown. That is embarrassing to go and scream at a guy. She was waiting to make a layup, and it was a travel. Caitlin even goes like this. She travels, makes a traveling layup, didn't even really count, which it did, but it shouldn't have. And then she gets all amped and goes over and starts screaming at the guy and turns it into a thing, and then the whole team has to get her. It's a buffoonery clown show. These are amateurs playing with a legitimate legend. And what's going to be even hard for these ladies is that they continue to attack her. Most people will always have a negative connotation about them, or history will never remember them. And that's part of the problem. They want to be remembered so bad. They want to be seen on TV. They want people to worship them, and no one will remember them. That's how good Caitlin is. No one remembers you when she beats you. Ali was like that. Jordan was like that. Kobe. No one remembers who lost to Kobe. They just remember Kobe beat them. That's how it is with Caitlin. Of course she lost the Liberty. No, she didn't lose the Liberty game. She was responsible for it. Wick Dell. But your mommy lost my number, but she found it and texted me tonight. So who's winning? See, it's always these losers. And I can tell you're probably like 17. Get off my live. If you're not an adult, get off my live. This is for adults. I don't do children talk on this. You guys, I can tell if you're not mature when you say certain things like that. So get off my live. I'm serious. I'll throw people off because this is serious business for us. Caitlin Clark is that good. Yes, she's so good that I will not accept 25% at the free throw line. She missed another tonight, but I'll forgive it. I'll forgive it. And I know Caitlin's like, look, I'll score 120 or the team will score 120. I get that. Now, it's a different story against these tougher teams, but if you've noticed, all these teams at the top four are now in a hunt. They're battling it out. Anything's possible. NBC put a graphic up saying, here's the chances for a Fever title. They're now admitting it's inevitable. Caitlin Clark is not just probable or possible, she's inevitable. You're looking at 37-10 on that graphic, and at this point, you're not even shocked because you know that's inevitable. She will not retire before Kelsey Mitchell. One day, it will just be Caitlin. That would be amazing. DC 560, stop it. I can't stop it. Your mom started it. I'll always end it. Caitlin Clark is your daddy. Actually, DC 50, Caitlin's your daddy. You couldn't even, come on, you're a nobody. Come on, guys. Jerry Kruger, Boston needs to play under the rim, not at 3-point line. Jerry, I'll go back to, thank you for your comment. I'll go back to you on TikTok, on Jerry on TikTok. Guys, if you're watching, I'm on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, simulcasting. So if I say TikTok, YouTube, that's the chat. If you guys want to get my attention in either one of the chats, Desiree moderates she's a goddess of the chat. She'll pin your chat if it's a good one, or give me a gift and I will find your chat, okay? Because you'll pop up. If you're on YouTube, super chat me, $1, $5, whatever. I will let you dominate the discussion, and I'll be able to see you. Jerry Berthold, the best outcome is for Cece to leave Indiana. She's never leaving. She's not, because they're going to, after this, I don't think they'll let her go. They'll let Stephanie White go first. Caitlin's got power, especially with the media. That's important. She put them on the map. Yes, she'd be better in LA, but they have a trash team. Let's just take a look at these things now. So back to, is it Jerry? I'm sorry. Is it the gentleman on TikTok? I'm sorry. Was it a Jerry? We had two Jerrys. Was I confused on my Jerrys? Yeah, there's two Jerrys. Sorry. About Boston. Boston's great. She helps you win games, but God damn it. Every time she's not in the middle, Caitlin lights it up. Boston has a great game. I don't know what to say about that. You don't want her on another team. You love her. She's not going anywhere. But it's a different game. Oh, here's what I was going to say earlier. Maybe the mastermind Stephanie White. She sat AB. AB wasn't hurt. She said in the press conference earlier, it was coach's decision to sit her because attrition. Maybe Stephanie White thought, let's sit her and let's just let Caitlin and Kelsey ruin this team. Maybe Stephanie had no doubts. Caitlin said she had a conversation with Stephanie White, and Caitlin said, I'm dominating tonight. And Stephanie was like, let's do it, right? Look at Stephanie White. She's on the top of the world. She's on top of the food chain. We hate her, but she's proven us wrong. Winning solves every problem. I can't emphasize that enough to you. Look at tonight. Look at what happened last night, and now tonight we're over the moon. And NBC gave Caitlin a 2-minute interview talking about how great she was. NBC is on the train. It's incredible. One of the announcers, when Caitlin hit a big three, said, that's greatness. Did you catch that? Then she corrected and said, in the league, there's greatness in the, it's coming out. The demons are coming out of them. They can't help themselves. She's that good. The demons flying out of them. And they're like, what? I said something good? What? Because when you're inevitable, no one can stop your elevation. The world, she's Scarface. The world is yours, Caitlin. She's Tony Montana. Caitlin Montana. She went Tony Montana all the time. She was like, no big deal. She embarrassed them. She made Natasha Cloud have demons. She went crazy. Bitter old man on TikTok. Did you notice how bright red Cece's arms were from the fouls? Yes, bitter old man. I notice that every single quarter. I notice it every game. It aggravates me. Now, she's got that white porcelain, very lily white skin, so you can see the scratches. I'm sure it's just kind of shows, in 4K, you see it a little better. I have a 4K TV. I watch the 4K, so I see it. But goddamn, they scratched the hell out of her arms, yeah. But it is what it is. It's the W. You're getting hurt, you're getting punched, you're getting kicked. It is what it is. Carlton Ringing on YouTube. Boston tends to look Cece off as well as the clog in the lanes. I'm not. The Boston thing's an interesting question because that's the first thing that occurred to me after she scored her 37th. I was like, Boston, Caitlin does this when Boston's not in the lane. But it's not, but I'll just say this. Cardozo let's be honest, she's out of shape. She's not a force. So you can put Timson on her. Oh, we got a gift on the old YouTube. So I'm jumping to YouTube. All right, I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you all of my attention. Here we go. All right, but I got to get through I got commercials on my own feed. Here we go. It was Matt who gave me the gift. Sent 10. Who is this? 10 jewels. Is that what you sent me? Magdalena Angel. Oh, thank you. Sent me the W. Thank you so much. Magdalena Angel, hats off to you. Shout out to you. If you have any questions, I'll put you first. If you'd like to moderate the chat, let me know. I'll make you moderator. You can control these fools. You can kick them out, do whatever you want. Chaos and Lip Gloss, thank you so much. You're amazing. Priscilla says, we need to remember in the W, the women tend to have nails. Yeah, that is a very practical point. Bitter old man, take note. You got to be around more younger women and you'll see the nails. That's a good point. I know. Me and bitter old man talking about the scratches. Yeah, just thank you for showing how ignorant I can be. Thank you. I appreciate it. In a good way. Ramona Lira, I don't understand why the players have fake nails, wigs, and I'm not even getting into that. Ramona, you can dish that out with Priscilla and Chaos and Lip Gloss. I can't get into that. Thank you again for the gifts. You guys are amazing. By the way, the gifts do help me continue doing what I do. Obviously, it costs money to do these things. I pay for lights and pay for these things. It is a thing I do from my own heart. But if I can be monetized, and which I am, and you guys help me out, it's cool. But just liking everybody, if everybody likes this post that's watching it on YouTube, that would go a long way. And if you share it, that would be incredible. Sharing my live on TikTok is amazing. You guys are incredible. Rooster 2, did you see Enos get kicked out? Yes, I just referenced it. Or Ennis, whatever that, Cantor Ennis, yeah. That's a whole clown show. But did you notice how big that guy was? He was pretty big. And I was like, man, Natasha Cloud, you're half his size. Shut up. You just shut up. You have a whole team with you. Like, shut up. She's like a little pipsqueak. Carlton Ringing on YouTube. I like Boston. By the way, Magdalena Angel, let me know if you want to take over the chat. CC is exercising demons. Boston tends to look. Sorry, I read that one. I like Boston, but I can't deny that Clark and Timpson have a great connection. They do. Better flow when Boston hasn't been playing. I'll tell you this. Timpson could not handle A'ja Wilson. So I guess I just answered my own question. You need Boston. She's first-round draft pick. She's like halfway to being a veteran. She's played, what, four years? She has great chemistry. She is got great footwork. She's a bruiser. She's focused. She plays Wilson really well. You're going to need her in the playoffs. So I'd love to have CC just light it up for 35 every night and Kelsey get 30, but that's not realistic. Ramona Lira on TikTok. All the girls get flowers today. 1,000%. 1,000%. Chaos and Lip Gloss. Thank you for the shiny air ball. Gigi of the DMV. I was thinking about you today. I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about how you supported me even though I was very hard on Caitlin. You supported me. I knew you'd be proud of me today. On YouTube, Diane Grizel, Lexi Hole, good job. Yes, Lexi Hole had a great game. She's shaking it off. She's shake. She's having a great game. She's having a great resurgence. But she's just doing her job. Her and Sophie, look, you can't go anywhere without this entire offense. Lexi had, 10, 13 points or something? I'd have to look at it. She killed it, man. She killed it. Let's see here. Sorry, I got distracted by my own stream. I'm watching it on my phone. It's a little off there. Rooster 2, Sophie or Lexi on TikTok. So it's going so fast. Rooster 2, Sophie or Lexi have to have one of them step up for Fever. Yeah, when they play great, they don't lose. Look, how many? Okay, here's a couple of things I've been telling you guys. One, winning solves every problem. Okay. 2, you got to hit your free throws. They did better tonight. 3, what's the other thing I tell you Caitlin needs to do on a consistent basis? She needs to shoot 20 to 25 shots, right? Okay? You can all say that together with me. Everybody, if we were drinking, grab your drinking game. Every time I say Caitlin needs to shoot 20 to 24 shots. Take a drink. Okay. Can someone tell me how? I know, but can somebody tell me how many shots Caitlin took tonight? There's your trivia. Jody Vincent, our community just teared up. That's right. We're tearing up. You know why? We're tearing up because it's such a tremendous thing. We're crying, but we're also tearing up on TikTok. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. YouTube's blowing up, too. It's crazy. I'm trying to merge you guys. It's crazy. Jerry does not like Boston. I don't know why. On the chat out here. Victor Villavicencio, great game without AB. I know, but again, let me reiterate. You can't beat A'ja Wilson without AB. Timpson's just not strong enough. I'm sorry. Did I say Wilson? Yeah. Timpson can't stop Wilson. Wilson's too dominant. So if you want to get through Vegas, and Minnesota, you're going to need a strong presence. Golden State's very tall and big. Rooster 2, no logo threes until a regular three goes down like tonight. Hey, she was feeling it. How about that? There was a big one, and and we all thought it was going in. She hit 8. She hit so many three-pointers, I lost track. I was so much going on, right? You know, I'm doing all these things. I'm a very active watcher. Talking Real Ball 821. Thanks for joining on the old YouTube. It was the Chicago Sky, and they were expected to win against teams. Sure, like this. And they did what they were supposed to do. You still have Olivia Miles as MVP. Why, dude? Let me ask you why. Let me just ask you. Let me be honest. Can Olivia Miles take over a game like Caitlin Clark? No. She can't take over a game like it. She can have a really good game and pass the ball to everybody else who hits their shots, but she can't do what Caitlin does. And she's going to get Rookie of the Year, so they're not going to give her both. That's preposterous. Look, you can't have Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell balling out and then give Olivia Miles both awards. So for practical reasons, she's not going to get the MVP just because she's so good. It makes her Rookie of the Year, right? But I just don't see how Olivia Miles is a better player than Caitlin Clark. I just don't see it. You guys do, but I just don't. Maybe it's preference. I just don't see it. But Caitlin Clark will destroy you. Olivia Miles will not destroy you. I know you think she will because you watch all the highlights, but none of you watch all of their games. No one does except the fans and major people that watch like me. And I can't even watch all of her games. And what I see is not a domination. She's a really great point guard. So, Priscilla, Valkyries are full of bigs, 100%. So you need AB. So, I mean, but yes, we love offense. And yes, after a tough, brutal road trip, we love to, I mean, this is incredible. It's an incredible night. Right from the beginning, they have the Fever come out now with this real just hit you in the mouth thing. And I really love that. It used to be you wouldn't know who would score first. Now, Fever, if they can, they hit you right in the mouth. I like that. It sets a tone. And I watched the Chicago Sky coach do a 6-minute talk before the game. He looked terrified. He's like, one question was, this is the most historic offense in the history of WNBA. What are you going to do? He's like, I don't know. You tell me. They're incredible players. We're watching history. Let's go back to Olivia Miles. She's not on the best offensive team. Think about that. She's on the best team, but not the best offensive team. The Fever is a historic team. This is a year no one will ever forget, no matter how it shakes up. Jody Vincent, Olivia not close on TikTok. Yeah, it's fool's gold. It's for people who easily can be deceived and they don't really watch basketball. Tommy Gunn, thanks for being a follower on TikTok. Carlton Ringy, true, Boston does match up well against Wilson. She really does. I'm always impressed, and that's why they play them so well. AB. Look, AB plays really well in most cases against Beef Stewie, for example, right? So you need her. You can't run through Beef Stewie. You can't beat Wilson without AB. But I sure love to see 37-10. Patty B, the Lynx beat the Fever. Okay, Captain Obvious. Would you like the Captain Obvious award for tonight? Of course they did. They've lost only 7 games or some shit. They've beat everybody. Come on, man. See, that's not something you can hang your hat on now because they've beaten everybody. So, especially Golden State. They've worked them, so a bunch. So, come on, man. Talking ball. Okay, back to what you were saying. Oh, I think I read that. Back to what you were saying, Talking Ball. Yes, of course. We have to be honest about that. This is a team that's a bad team. Caitlin Clark put them out of the playoffs right now tonight. She worked them. It's over for them. They're out, okay? She mathematically eliminated them. If you're a good team, one person can't do that to you, but she did. So it's not a good team. It's a clown show. But if Caitlin has 7 points and 3 assists, that's a different story, right? It's a phantom defense. They weren't playing much defense at all. Caitlin was free everywhere. But also, did you notice the referees were doing a pretty good job in most cases, right? So when you have better referees, you have Caitlin Clark. They were calling more check fouls on her. More Natasha Cloud. If you've watched the W for the last 4 years, you will know she's one of the worst players fundamentally. She travels all the time. She scratches you. She holds you. She does this thing where she'll chicken wing your arm, and then she'll flop right when the ref looks and makes it look like you chicken winged her. And she got they caught that today and called a foul on her. So my point is that Caitlin had the refs doing a good job. She didn't even shoot a lot of free throws. Think about that. She didn't even get a lot of shots at the line like she did last night because she was so free. She didn't need it. Caitlin loves to shoot on the outside. She'd rather not go to the rack. I get it. She knows she's going to get beat down. They're all going to get beat down, but she's shaking that off and she's driving to the rack. So now teams have to game plan. She's created that little baby mid-range jumper, and she's successful. Now teams have to game plan. So it's a different Caitlin Clark. We knew she'd have to elevate her game. She's doing it. Look at where they're at. At the end of the season, she's put up 37 and 10. And let's not forget about before the road trip, she was lighting it up like a candle. This is your MVP. There's no doubt about it. I think Kelsey Mitchell is a close second because she can do a lot of these great things too. But Caitlin is just another dominant animal. Kelsey Mitchell can't make the team better like Caitlin can. I know a lot of you people say that Kelsey Mitchell interrupts Caitlin and she's a ball hog. No, she's just not as skilled to pass it like Caitlin. She's just wired differently. Kelsey Mitchell is a 2. She's a natural shooter. She's wired to be selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. Look at Kobe Bryant. Look at the great ones. It's hard to find a 2 that's not selfish. That's why Caitlin is an anomaly. She's a hybrid. She is just ridiculous. Priscilla, my MVP of the year is Kelsey Mitchell, and I do not argue with you. But after tonight, I just don't see Caitlin Clark slowing down. I think she's got a lethal mentality going into the playoffs. I think she took last night very seriously. I think she did. She took it very seriously. This showed me that. 15 and 5 shows me she shouldn't take it seriously because this is a team you feast on. And don't even mistake the fact that Caitlin Clark wants that MVP. She's hungry. She wants it. She put up the numbers you and I needed to see. And not just us, the Illuminati, NBC, all the media that has votes, she's winning them over because she is unstoppable. Jerry Berthold, 24 shots. Thank you, sir. You answered my trivia question. Caitlin took 24 shots tonight, and look what happened. When Caitlin takes less than 20, they have a 50% chance of losing. If she takes 20 to 24, they are 80% in the win column, maybe even higher. And she has outstanding games. Now, it's hard to share the rock between the big three. I get that. But they can score a lot of points. They can pass that ball. They can share that rock. Caitlin can get 20 shots. So can Kelsey Mitchell. It's not impossible. Mari on TikTok, Cece and Kelsey today were on fire. They were in fuego. Jerry Berthol, Boston is and has always been out of shape. You're wrong. She's totally in shape, dude. She's one of the most in shape centers in the W. She just has a different body type than you. You're not. She's not built like Wilson, right? Or some of the Beef Stewie looks out of shape to you probably, but she's probably dude. They both got better cardio. They'd run you under the table. Cardozo, for example, is out of shape. You can tell. She's not. The truth is she should not be starting in the W. She doesn't work hard enough. She shouldn't be, and they're losing. So I don't know if her contract's up, but she might not be back. We'll see. She's a bench player. Thank you, Jerry, for investigating the shots. Gabby, 26, KM is amazing, but without CC on the floor, the ball movement is awful. Very true. That's right. Kelsey Mitchell's wired to just shoot, and she's incredible at it. When she goes to the rack, I know she's scoring. The opponents know she's scoring. Everybody knows she's scoring. That's why when she doesn't score, we're shocked. She's that good. Kelsey Mitchell she's the Scottie Pippen to the Jordan of Caitlin. Let's just be really honest. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing, maybe a Curry kind of thing. I mean, I'm trying to think maybe a Clay Curry. I'm just trying to think of, real legitimate champions that have had the two power players. Priscilla said, someone says Boston's out of shape. I know, that's wild. She's leaned out. I know. She might be a little too lean and gets pushed off the block a lot. Yeah, I know but here's the problem. Sometimes men do not understand the women's game, and they see things, they misunderstand it. So that's why I'm here to help them. I'm the WNBA whisperer for some of these dudes that are trying to figure this out. It's not like the men's game. It's very, very different. But yeah, look, without AB, they had a great game. So that's a good thing. It's a bad thing. I don't know. But it's a team effort to win a championship. Gabby, 26, it takes 2 or 3 people to guard CC. That makes players free. Good shot outcomes. Yeah, she's so hard to guard. So tonight, what you did notice, though, is you had the role players hitting their shots. And when Kelsey's unstoppable, it does open up CC, and they have that interchange. But when you can get Sophie hitting the 3 and Lexi is on fire, Hines Allen is just kind of going into beast mode. Hines Allen's out there. I love it. You know, my favorite part of the game was Hines Allen pretending to get her eye poked. She didn't even get her eye touched. She went down, and the cameraman was right on her, and you can see her open her eye like to make sure the ref was. And they reviewed it. I'm like, that's not a flagrant. It was just very funny to me. But Hines Allen's doing what you got to do, and that creates a timeout as well, right? It gives the team a rest. So they take those opportunities. It's very funny. Jerry Berthold. Okay, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Thank you very much for making friends in my chat. Oh, Sarah Zhang. Am I saying it right? Here's a hater on YouTube. I'm going to read your comment. I don't know if you're still here, because a lot of the haters, they do like a drive-by. They'll put something nasty and they'll bail out because they're cowards. But here's what she said. You can imagine. Just imagine what she's going to say. Here we go. LMAO. Okay, so you have to say that. Beating a weak team makes her MVP. You must be a DiJonai Carrington fan. By the way, she blocked me. Did you know that? DiJonai Carrington blocked me. So now that I watch her play, it's funny to me. I'm like, hey, you blocked me, chick. Come on, man. What did I do to you? I don't even know, still don't know what she saw. I'm not that hard on her. Anyway, my point is, let me know when age dominates an actual rule. What is age? Let me know when age. Come on, you're just a fool, man. I actually wish I could talk to you about your comment, but you're an idiot. So, bye-bye. Mari, I love Lexi and Hines Allen today. I love me some Hines Allen. Hines Allen's just like taking it to the rack. You know what I do love about this urgency you're seeing with the bench players is that they know right now, and this is how it works, as you get to the playoffs, minutes get crunched and you just get to a very select set of players, especially the starters, which are usually back on the court in the fourth. And sometimes the team in the fourth quarter is different than the team in the beginning. Sometimes the team in a 2-minute crunch when you're tight, different. Sometimes they'll take Caitlin out when it comes to certain defensive sets, right? Not so much anymore, but that's the way it works. But so you're going to see, so when Lexi gets in, Sophie, Hines Allen, even Mercedes, she struggles. She's trying to get in there, but she's a presence. Whenever they get in, they're going to take advantage of those minutes. Raven took a bad shot she needed to take, but she's trying to take advantage of the minutes. So that creates this incredible urgency for the entire team, and that's super healthy. It needs to be competitive. Somebody said, I'm a grown man harassing a WNBA player. I did not harass her. And maybe you're DiJonai, and maybe you're a friend of hers, because a lot of the friends of these players go on our lives. And my live, I had 1.4 million views on my channel last month, and DiJonai saw my stuff and blocked me. But here's my thing to this person. Deion Sanders blocked me. He didn't like something I said about Colorado. I did a TikTok that hit 400,000 views, and he blocked me because I criticized him because I said, you're putting your son in front of the team. And it was a situational thing, and it was, they were losing and all these things. So she's nothing to me compared to other people who've blocked me. I've been blocked by a lot of sports professionals because they can't handle criticism. But I did not harass her. and I'm glad you brought this up because I think it's important. I did a TikTok on it. I believe I did. Yeah. I don't DM these players. I don't reach out to players like other people do. I just talk. I don't care. I don't reach out to them. If they block me, I think it's interesting. But I even went through my library. I saw nothing that was hard on her. Let me be honest with you, fake profile. I was harder on Caitlin Clark last night than I've ever been on DiJonai Carrington. Now, last year or 2 years ago, I'll say this, but she just recently blocked me, and I don't follow her, but I know I'm not blocked by her until recently because she popped up on my feed. But when she scratched out Caitlin's eyeball, a year or two ago, I did a very nasty TikTok. It was, professional nasty. It was all business. It wasn't personal, but I did a very harsh TikTok on her. So maybe she saw that because it's still on my TikTok channel, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm not. See, that's the narrative, and I'm glad Desiree pinned that comment. That's the lying narrative that these hateful. There's a lot of hateful, twisted, wicked people that are watching the WNBA that are mentally deranged. They don't have jobs. They're broke. They hate themselves. They have mental health issues. No disrespect to people who don't, but they will get on these chats and they'll say hostile, monstrous things, and they'll create hoaxes. To say that I harassed anybody is a hoax. That's not my style. I am very hard on football players and on certain basketball players because I don't tolerate rich people making fools of us. We make them rich. A lot of you worship them. I don't worship them. So I'm critical of them. So to close the book on this, that's a hoax. I don't DM these people. I don't reach out to them. And I did a video the same day going, I just want to make it clear. I don't know why she blocked me. It could be because I said something that was critical, but it was reasonable because she's trying to scratch people's eyes out. Enough of that. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm correct about the criticism about DiJonai. Look, we all agree with it. But these are really, they're just really twisted, weird people. On Twitter, if you're on Twitter, it's so impossible to be on Twitter now. You can't read WNBA. It's an incredible, astounding thing that everything is hatred on Caitlin Clark. The hatred on Twitter has made me I have 7,500 followers. I rarely post on it. I can't go on it. I just get agitated. It makes me physically sick. And a lot of it is these people that are jobless. They're weirdos. A lot of them are under 25. They haven't lived at all. They don't know what basketball is. They don't know sports. And they're in the gossip and the hatred of the WNBA. Let me tell you one thing I'm excited about when this season's over. Let me get back. I thought football had gossip. Let me get back to football, okay? This is the most preposterously dramatic, gossipy league in the history of leagues. It's so crazy. It is exhausting, the gossip and the emotional hatred and the assaults. I've never seen this. Like, guys in basketball, they'll have a little fight and they'll move on. These ladies, they take vengeance out on each other. They create hoaxes. They say somebody should, they'll say Tiffany Harris of the Valkyrie, somebody should drive by Caitlin's house and give her a two-piece or something. And she thought that was a violent tweet. She thought it was funny. Like, these ladies, they take no prisoners, man. So I guess, is that a badge of honor to get blocked by DiJonai? I don't know. Tia Maria, see, we're good friends. We got into it last night. I took it too far, so I apologize. Thank you for coming back. I missed that. WNBA has been marketing towards narcs to bully Clark, 100%. Tia Marie, I have a soft spot in my heart for you now because I was mean to you last night. I was edgy, but you're being kind to me, and I appreciate that. See, you guys always treat my foolishness with kindness. You guys, maybe you'll convert me to the way. K Mac on TikTok. Mitchell is good, but she is well complimented by CC. Well, Mitchell's astounding, and she could lead a team on her own, but she had the fever. She's not a leader in that capacity to get a team over the hump. She had the opportunity last year to take them to the finals. She couldn't do it. But you're right. Look, they've got an incredible love between them. They've even said that in interviews. It's incredible stuff, man. I'm so excited. I really am so excited about the future of what they can do in the playoffs. Priscilla, in the W, they date each other and then break up. I know. Yeah, it's interesting. Did you see what DJ? Of course you did. All-Star Weekend was gossip. I guess DJ Carrington broke up with, I forget who she broke up with, and then posted on Twitter who was having sex with who and who cheated on who. It was crazy. I was like, that's an interesting short. I might do that, but I didn't have time. I don't like to traffic in gossip because there's so many good things to talk about. But they just go, yeah, I did a video on it. I talked about the weirdness of everybody just having sex and the whole chaos of it. The WNBA is very wild. But look, no judgment. Get your freak flag on. No judgment. But there's a lot of weird feelings in there, and some of the players are not looking to win. They're just looking to have a famous life, and that's okay. Ramona, the WA is going to give you high blood pressure. I know. I know. I'm addicted to it. You guys are too. By the way, YouTube, you're taking good care of me. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. You're very YouTube. You're nice in the chat. TikTok, not so much. Let me jump to YouTube. We're just breaking down the game. If you guys want to break down anything specifically, we will. We're at 47 minutes. We're just celebrating tonight. Carlton Ringing said, being blocked by Carrington should be a badge of honor. It totally is. It was astounding. I was like, whoa, what? And you know what's even funny is, okay, there's a football player, Manuel Ochoa. I'm sure you know who he is. He does a lot of Fox Sports stuff. He was kind of like a so-so player. I criticized something he said, and he blocked me 2 years ago. She was responding to him, and she was being mean to him. It showed up on my Twitter feed, and I was like, what? And then that's how I looked at his post, and then I saw she blocked me. I'm like, what? So that's how I saw she blocked me, through somebody else. These sports stars don't like me. But I am unique, I got to say. I am unique. I'm very honest, and I don't try to make friends with these people. It's not important to me. Cash Central, Caitlin Clark MVP, 100%. I am not getting off of that train now. 100% MVP on TikTok. VVS Goated, you guys are talking back and forth. Thanks for watching. Talking Real Ball. I don't know why. Why people down Olivia Miles for MVP. Her stats are the top 10, but the most important point, the Lynx lost 6 players from the roster due to free agency and expansion. Okay, let me tell you why I'm not up for MVP for her. One, it's not her. Okay, let's be real. MVP, a rookie, to win MVP, you have to be a rookie that's so astounding that you win the finals, okay? Because rookies aren't – Caitlin didn't do it. Has there been a rookie in the W that's won MVP? Help me out. I could be wrong. If you go back and say it was Cheryl Swoops or someone, I'd be like, okay, right? So to be an MVP, you have to be an outstanding player. You can't just come in and have one season of being a point guard. Point guards rarely win MVP, by the way. That's why Caitlin she's a hybrid. She's a guard. Another reason is she's a rookie that's so good, she should get Rookie of the Year first. I'm just being technical. My question to you would be, who else is like Olivia? And for me to say she's Rookie of the Year hands down, you should be applauding me. Like you should be, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying that's great. That, you don't take that lightly. My demo ball went awry last night. It was crazy. It was, I knocked down my water. You notice I got the lid on it. I knocked down my water. It was just a tragedy. You guys should watch the live. Watch the end of last night. My point is, Olivia Miles will be Rookie of the Year because there's no number 2. Who else is a great rookie that could be in the hunt? No one. So you got to have, so it's kind of a business decision. Rookie of the Year. Okay, Olivia, come back next year, kick some ass, right? Now, if Olivia Miles has a 40-10 game and they in the last game of the finals, then call me and I'll have a conversation and I'll say, you are the greatest. I'll give you the game ball. But you and I know that's not going to happen because she's going to be guarded like she's never been guarded before. Look, we all have. Did you notice on Twitter? I told you I don't go on it. I do still, but not like I used to. Did you notice today on Twitter was trending? clips of Olivia Miles versus Caitlin Clark getting guarded. People are now taking Olivia Miles and Caitlin Clark and showing you she's not guarded until she gets to the half-point line, but Caitlin's guarded before she even inbounds the ball. She's triple teamed. Miles is never triple teamed. There was a situation. So my point is, she's not guarded. If she was guarded like Caitlin's guarded, then she would not have the numbers of the year she's had. They've elevated her. There's politics behind it. But look, that little troll can ball. She looks like a troll to me. I'm sorry. I can't get away from it. She's like one of those yard trolls. I'm sorry. Hopefully that's not mean, but I just don't see it. And she's not big. She's not strong. I don't see it. She karate chops you in the face. How many clips do you see of her smashing people in the face when she goes to the rack? You don't see it. You know why? Because they don't post it. But I see it every time I watch her play. And I've watched her play a decent amount. Not a lot, but a decent amount. Lucy N., thanks for coming back on TikTok. We shouldn't have lost the last 2 games. I agree with you. But they had a brutal road trip. Tonight was a good slice of pie, good home cooking. All right? We'll take some home cooking. What I mean by home cooking is there's a lot of Fever fans. That one actor, is it Jason Sudeikis? Is that his name? He was there. Celebrities are in Chicago. It's like a home game. There was a lot of Fever there. Caitlin's draining it. People are going crazy. So Caitlin plays well in Chicago because it's like a home game for her. She's just so international. And look, I'll just say this. Kelsey Mitchell started off slow. Caitlin just picked up the pace. And Kelsey just was balling too. So it was a great, great night. Okay, Candace Parker. All right, talking. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Talking Real Ball. You're telling me Candace Parker in 2028 with the Sparks was MVP and Rookie of the Year? Okay, Candace Parker. So you're telling me. So you answered your own question. Think this through. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm being very honest on this. Is you're saying if Olivia Miles wins MVP as a rookie, you're saying she's not only better than Caitlin Clark, but Candace Parker. Think that through. Think that through. But I'm saying that if she does something tremendous in the finals and they win the ring, it's a conversation. Usually MVP is given after the finals, but in some cases it's before if it's pretty clear cut, or right before the finals. So if Olivia Miles gets Rookie of the Year early, then it means they're going Wilson or Caitlin. At this point, I will submit that to you. People are talking about her. You're talking. So she is in the hunt. I have to admit that. But she's not better than Wilson or Caitlin Clark. I'll say this. People love Miles. Ted Delaney. Ted, welcome back, Ted, our correspondent we missed you last night, Ted, but it was a brutal one, so maybe it was good you missed last night. Ted is back. Ted, CC can pass the rock 10 times better than Miles, 100%. Now, Miles she's got some fancy passes. I'll give her that. She's got some smoothness, but she's just not like a floor general like Caitlin. My point is if you see, how about this? Here's where I was going with this. If Olivia Miles gets MVP, the Asia Wilson people will go bananas. And obviously Caitlin Clark people will. And that will really show how much of an MVP candidate Miles isn't. Because if you take Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark and you really scrutinize Miles, she falls into 3 or 4 or 5, right? My point. So, but thank you for digging that up. I appreciate that. That's a very good stat. It's a rare thing. Candace Parker is a Hall of Famer, right? So there you go. So Miles is not. Miles could be a Hall of Famer, maybe, but that's even crazy talk. It's her first year. She hasn't even finished the year. And what if Minnesota gets worked in the playoffs? What if anything's possible? What if they get dominated? Then what are you going to say about Miles then, right? And what if it's Indiana versus Minnesota in the finals and CC beats them, right? So it's all situational. It's day by day. Look at last night from tonight. That's sports. Patty B on TikTok. Miles got swag. She's smooth and magic. Like Magic really? Are you trying to make me cry laughing? You just compared Olivia Miles to Magic Johnson. Oh, I should just break my computer right now and just end this whole basketball thing and go, this is where my life has led me to. I have people on my life that think Olivia Miles, the pipsqueak, can be compared to Urban Magic Johnson. Somebody help me. Oh, man. Oh, look, I'm not trying to embarrass you, but I'm trying to embarrass you. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Is it an hour yet? Oh, my God. Tie for life. What's up? On TikTok, Mitchell or Wilson, the correct answer. Why do you have CC derangement syndrome? Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? Okay, Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin. Do you feel better? Do you need a pill and a blankie? What's with the CCC derangement syndrome? Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry. Sorry to offend you that are religious. Caitlin Clark is an MVP candidate. Can you just get that through your skull? What's wrong with you people? It's psychotic. It's nuts to say she's not a candidate for MVP. If you say who's in the hunt, fucking NBC says it 3 times on the broadcast. What's wrong with you people? What are you watching, dude? Jesus Christ. What make me mad? Now I'm losing it. Oh my God. Maybe that's why DJNA blocked me. I'm not reading Tie for Life anymore. Sorry, you're just making me crazy. I can't read that. Todd Father, good to see you. Hell, I know Anna08. Anna's like the voice of reason. Let this sink in. Anna08 on TikTok says CC has more 30-10 games than the whole W. Yes, there you go. See, people that know basketball have no problem. Here's the thing. If you know basketball, it just takes you 13.5 seconds to find a stat to support Caitlin Clark is one of the greatest we've ever seen. Even the haters in the Hall of Fame in the W are now admitting it. Even Sue Bird, with a nasty look on her face, had to admit it after in the postgame show. There's nobody like Caitlin Clark. And here's the other thing. When Kelsey Mitchell retires, Caitlin Clark will not. She's younger than Kelsey by 5 years, okay? So stop with the Kelsey Mitchell's better. She had 10 years or something with the Fever. She could never win a championship, and she hasn't gotten this close without Caitlin Clark in the mix. Even last year, when she had a chance, she couldn't do it. She had a physical breakdown. It's not on her, but she wasn't capable. That's how hard it is. You guys think it's easy to win a championship. It is a difficult thing. Think about this. Only 29 teams in 29 years have done it. Out of all the teams and probably 100,000 players who have gone through whatever it is, 50,000, I'm embellishing. You get my point. It is an impossible thing to do. To ask a team to win a championship is an impossible thing to ask. It's not easy. It is a brutal process. It breaks down people. It kills friendships. It kills careers. It hurts people in the process. It ruins families. People get divorced over it. It is an obsession to win a championship. Look at the champions who win and attain, and then they have terrible personal lives, or they have addiction situations, or mental health issues. It is a costly thing on a person. And why we want them to do it is because we are obsessed with competition. We're obsessed with winning. And this is why we want it. And that's why they want it. And it is what it is. It's not an easy thing you're asking for. So when you say things that are nonsensical, it lets me know you're not focused on the prize. And you're not interpreting what you're watching correctly. I think I am going to bust a van. Gabby26, nobody in the league passes like CC. Watch other games. It's not, you're so right. It's not even in the same stratosphere. This is why people watch it. Because they want to see Caitlin do a Caitlin thing. Everybody loves to see her. Even the people that don't like her cannot deny. Unless you're just deranged or you're, 14 to 21 in your mommy's basement and you're on the internet all day long and you think basketball is 2K 2022. Half of the people that hate Caitlin Clark can't even tell you tell you a franchise that doesn't exist in the W anymore, right? They have no clue. Oh, there were franchises that didn't exist? Like, they don't even understand. They have no history in basketball. They don't even really understand. They don't even remember Kobe. LeBron is just an old man to them. They don't know, right? They were not around. And they're not educating themselves. So that's why I do what I do. Patty B, 123. Patty B, 123. What would you call Caitlin? Liv is not a small guard. Miles is a 6 and got handles. What would I call Caitlin? Caitlin's a natural 2, which is a shooting guard. But they don't play 2s and 1s. So how it works is a 1 is a point guard, a 2 is a shooting guard, a 3 is a small forward, a 4 is a power forward, and a 5 is a center. You notice they don't do 1s, 2s. They don't say 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s and 5s in the W because it's all kind of a amalgamation because there's so many different body types and styles. So you have basically 3 forwards and 2 guards. That's how they look at it. So guards are interchangeable. So, but in college, Caitlin played more 2. That's why she was always gunning, right? 2 is a gunner. And you could pass as well, but she had really good point guards that played on her team in Iowa. Hopefully I said Iowa the first time. But when Caitlin was in college, that's why she became the shooter she was. That's why Caitlin always got that last second shot to win games because there was no question. She's your best shooter. So Caitlin's a 2. Now, she's a hybrid because she's been forced to pass because no one does that, and she can't help herself, right? So she comes in, she's much better. She starts elevating her game by passing around, and everybody freaks out. No one's seen her. So she is a hybrid between a 1 and a 2. When she got in, I was very angry because they were always playing her at the 1. But Christy Sides had no one else that good. And she's your best passer, and you need to get the offense going. And if you listen to Caitlin in her press conferences, she's super brilliant with a basketball. She's like a coach. So I can see how you're like, okay, she runs the offense. She knows the plays. She coaches, right? On the court. Gustavo, do I know why Sophie played only 11 minutes? I just think that, I don't know other than, here's my question for your question. Why did Stephanie White scratch AB healthy? I think it's just strategy. She was just looking at Chicago and realized that they could go small on them and just ruin them. And they weren't really playing solid defense. But I thought Sophie's minutes were pretty solid. I thought they were. And also Mercedes got in. You have to realize they're trying to get a little more Mercedes in because she's bigger. And she's going to get some of those minutes. She's a forward, right? She's a center, but they consider her as a forward. Class Central, Kelsey Mitchell, 24-point average. Caitlin Clark, 22-point average, 9 assists, not very tough. CC MVP, not very tough. I don't know what that means. You're talking about Caitlin has more assists? Okay, and she's not. I'm unclear. What you mean by that? And you spell Kelsey wrong. So whenever someone spells a player's name wrong, I'm kind of like, what? My 2 cents. Good to see you back on the old YouTube. Guys, thank you so much for coming back to my live. It helps my algorithm. Thank you. And YouTube sends me nice messages like, you have 90% people coming back, which is pretty cool. Meaning that if you show up one time, there's a 90% chance you may check in later, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. My 2 cents, 3906. CC has worked 4 on 5 way too often, and she should be benched for looking CC of X of times. CC has worked 4 on 5 way, and she should. Are you meaning that she goes right into quadruple coverage or plays too much one-on-one? I'm unclear why you would bench Caitlin, but I'll say this: Stephanie White is not above it. Class Central, easy choice, CC. Oh, okay, thank you, Class Central. Got it. Yeah, I agree. It's easy, right? I hear what you're saying. Also, let me help you guys on what I need to do. I need to do a video on this. I keep saying so I can refer to it. I need to do just a sit down and go, this is what an MVP candidate is. An MVP candidate is different in every league, but here's basically what you look for in an MVP. An MVP is a player who, if you took them off the team, they would lose probably 50% of the games that they won with the player. So it's kind of a mathematical thing. So if you take their stats and remove them, it's like, well, can you win without this player? So for example, here's also a thing against Olivia Miles versus Wilson and Caitlin. And this is like now, by the way, we're going past our hour. This is wonky basketball talk. If you're not into the wonky nerd stuff, you can tune out, but we're going to get into specifics here if it's interesting and useful to you. Okay, so if you take Olivia Miles off of the Lynx, do you think they still win 25 games? Yes, maybe a little less, but I think they still do pretty well. Remember, they're a strong team last year. If you take Caitlin off of the Fever, do you think they win 25 games? They just won their 25th tonight. Do you think, with potential to win more, do you think they win 25 games this year? Hell no, because we saw that experiment last year. You took Caitlin off the team, they won maybe 20 or 22 or something. So mathematically, you can prove that Caitlin Clark is an MVP candidate because her team would not be where they're at without her. With Kelsey Mitchell, did they win a ring? No, not without Caitlin. We'll see how it goes with Caitlin this year. Okay, if you go to Wilson, take Wilson off Vegas. They're a terrible team without her. The only reason they stay in any game is Wilson. Wilson beat Caitlin one-on-one in that OT, right? So without Wilson, maybe Caitlin pulls it out. Fever wins that game, right? So mathematically, Wilson is also an option. Miles is not even close. So that's one way you look at it. The other way you look at it is just, how is the team doing in general? Are they in the hunt in the playoffs? Caitlin and Wilson are both, and Miles do fit that bill. Cool. Miles is ahead of Wilson as far as their team being number one. So that qualifies. Two, you have to have the media behind you, right? They're more behind Wilson than they are behind Miles, trust me, and behind Caitlin. But they're getting there. And two, you have to not really have any other awards that you could probably be better suited for, like Rookie of the Year. And you also have to look at your competition. Going back to Candace Parker, was it 08 or 06? 08. What was her MVP competition? Who knows? I don't remember. I'd have to look into it. It's also about your competition. How far ahead are you of everyone else? I think it's a fair thing to say that Caitlin Clark has a legitimate shot at it. You also have to look at how many huge games do you have, how many game winners. Also, how much money does your team make, right? With you or without you. That's also important. It's a business aspect too. I could go on and on. That is how you look at MVP. It's not just, are they the best player on your team? There are team MVPs, but that doesn't really matter. Is Kelsey Mitchell one of the best players in the league? Also, here's a last way to look at it. If you took Caitlin Clark and plugged her into a worse team, would she elevate that team? No, she wouldn't. I'm sorry. Yes, she would. I just read a comment that confused me. Semifinals, Patty. You were wrong. You said they made the finals. Please stop with the misinformation. That's what got my attention, because my mind said you're wrong. Don't say wrong stuff in my chat. And if you want to challenge me, I'm not disrespecting you, but if you want to fucking challenge me, get your shit right, okay? They did not go to the finals with Kelsey Mitchell. See, and then this is what they do. They'll post that comment to confuse people. Then they'll go, oh, I'm sorry, and they'll correct it. I know these games. Don't do that shit with me. You broke my train of thought. I don't like that. Okay, if you took Caitlin, let me reframe that. Sorry. If you took Caitlin, that's what misinformation does. I said something nonsense out of my mouth because it caught my attention. If you took Caitlin and put her on a worse team, would she elevate them? Hell yeah. If you took Wilson, put her on a worse team, could she elevate them? Hell yeah. If you took Olivia Miles and put her on a worse team, I don't know. Because she's on a really great team. So you don't know. The Fever were a worse team last year than the Lynx. So you can, and also, how good did your team do this year versus last year? We know. With Wilson, Mitchell, and Caitlin, we have that evidence, that empirical evidence. With Miles, we don't know if you put Miles on another team, if that team would be better. How many really good players have trouble on bad teams? Look at Kelsey Plum. Is she an MVP candidate? Well, not this year, but other years she has been. But she was on a bad team, right? Is she a bad player? No. But she can't, this year, she can't elevate a bad team. Some players can do that just because of the force of nature they are. That's a long explanation for MVP. And I probably will just isolate this clip and post it and say, this is how you break down MVP. But that's for basketball. Football's a little different, but it's kind of similar. But the bottom line is the media also votes on MVP. So the media has to really decide that they're on your team to vote for you. In most cases, all the MVP voters get together and they go unanimous. If not, if there's a couple of people on the outside, those votes are revealed and those people usually look dumb, right? So also, if you, and the last thing I'll say on this is if you, right, Clash Central, Caitlin Clark makes everybody better in caps. I agree. That's how it works. Tonight, also, there's another thing you have to look at. Tonight, did the team play better with Caitlin on fire? Of course they did. Everybody elevates their game. Also, does an MVP, here's two more things. Does the MVP make the opponent better? Right? Do they rise to the occasion? Do they game plan against you? Do they game plan specifically for you to stop you? They do. Caitlin, it's all about triple, quadruple team. So it's about what they do to stop you. Do the opponents have to work harder? Are they afraid of you? That's MVP. Football is different. But basketball, it's right. Also, you have to go, whoever you choose for MVP, can you support not choosing the second runner-up? That's also the thing. So my point is, if Miles wins MVP, look, I would put nothing past the crazies in the WNBA. If Miles happens to win the MVP, then it's going to look like a clown show because everyone's going to go, really? You hate Caitlin? Fine. But Wilson? What? Wilson's not MVP? Right? So you cannot support Miles being a better choice versus Caitlin or Wilson. Because when you actually, when it's all conjecture and just talk, cool. But when you actually hand that MVP to a person and it's a done deal, oh, there's going to be scrutiny. And yeah, they're going to scrutinize Caitlin Clark if she gets it. And then Wilson, everyone's going to say Wilson didn't deserve it. But either one will deserve it. Kelsey deserves it. So I'm okay with all three. I think Caitlin's the MVP, but that's the beauty of America and the beauty of, I guess, basketball, and I guess the international world is the beauty of life. We can all disagree. Talking real ball, Olivia Miles didn't pick Minnesota. What's the point, dude? What's the point? That doesn't factor. Of course. Did Caitlin pick the Fever? Come on, baby. Come on, man. See, you got to bring stuff. See, you're just emotional. When you type things to prove I'm wrong and you're right, you don't need to go that far. You just are emotional. You love Miles. Cool. I think she's karate chop you, kick you in the balls. I'm sorry. Kick you in the crotch. She might kick you in the balls too, right? She could Cantor in the balls. If he joins the W, you get my point. You're stretching. Yes, I'm sorry. She's on a great team. She's a great rookie. I don't know what you want. Give her Rookie of the Year. Why do you guys think Rookie of the Year is not the award you want? Again, you need to dig into your basketball history and understand how these things work. And a 0-8. Do you think KM would be in the MVP running if CeCe was not on the Fever? Nope. That's a great point. And a 0-8. Kelsey Mitchell was not talked about as MVP last year at all. She's been talked about for MVP last year. One, because they needed an op against Caitlin, and in the beginning it was to try to bring Caitlin down. But now Kelsey Mitchell's really got fantastic numbers. I agree that she could be MVP, and they make each other better. Patty B, 1, 2, 3. Let's try it again. Yay, Clark is not better than Mitchell. Oh, come on, man. I'm not talking to you. Desiree, feel free not to pin her anymore, or he or her. I'm not. It's nonsense. Caitlin Clark is better than Kelsey Mitchell, hands down. Caitlin Clark is younger. She's going to have a better career, hands down. She has more 30 and 10 games than anyone in the league, hands down. She can win games more than Kelsey Mitchell can, hands down. So there you go. Diane McCormick on YouTube jumps in with the best comment ever. Diane just says, great game period. Thank you. That's the kind of comment I want. That's what I want. Real talk. It was a great game. It was exciting. We're still talking. We're still talking ball. You guys are still watching. Let me see if there's anything else in here that's interesting. Let's see here. Caitlin Clark is the full MVP, no exceptions. Hermit 24, Hermit 274 on YouTube. She is hands down the best, no question. 8 3-pointers, 8 3-pointers on top of that, no question. She can do it all. She can do it all, man. Talking real ball. No, I put that up because Caitlin Clark's fan base have an issue with it. Oh, I was saying you were being emotional. Well, because it's nonsense. Why? So why are you trying to rile up the fan base? Like you're just look. You have. I'll just say this. I like you. I think you have a touch of CC derangement syndrome. But I'm. The good news is I am giving you guys the antidote. I will prescribe to you. Continue to watch my live through the rest of the season and through the World Cup. You will be clear of the bacteria, which is CC derangement syndrome. There's your prescription. I'm Dr. Jason. I got you, baby. I'll take good care of you. I'm not reading you, Patty B, anymore, so you can stop talking. Honestly, you can stop talking. I appreciate you watching, but you're just being a douchebag now. TJ, she can't defend, but she can do it all. Oh, my God. First of all, let me say, I know somebody named TJ who I despise in my personal life. So you're losing me there. Get a better name. And two, you're a misogynist. When men come on my chat and say that, that's called misogyny. Can I be honest with you? Because only men complain about Caitlin's defense. And by the way, she has fantastic defense. And have you noticed when you put her, and I said fantastic. Look at the team's defense now. And when you put her on the bench, the team usually loses their leads when she's not in the game. So TJ, I don't even want to say your name anymore because the person that has your name disgusts me. I know it's all personal with me tonight. Gabby 26. I'm just real. I hope you guys are okay with that. I'm just being real. Gabby 26. See, he has been good on defense this season. 100%. Desiree knows how to. Desiree's a great producer. 100%. CC has been fantastic. You know what I do when I watch her? She gets a steal. I always scream, I thought she can't play. Even when I'm by myself, I thought she can't play defense. That's what I scream because not only she has a steal stat line. You don't have a steal stat line. And look, you don't start on Iowa with that coach in college and not play defense. You guys are just misogynists. Yes, it's misogyny. So if you complain about her defense, at this point, you're just being a misogynist. And it's never the women. I have not one time had a woman or a female commenter or however you identify yourself. I'll just say that. I've never had anyone that identifies as a female complain about Caitlin's defense. It's always dudes. And look, I know what men think. I know. And also, if a man doesn't understand basketball, he will start talking about defense because men understand. Oh, block shot. Oh, catch. Oh, block shot, steal ball. Men think like that. So they understand defense more than offense or the nuances of like footwork. Paul 22. I'm just going into these comments blind, by the way. Just so you know, what I do is I see your handle and I'll read your handle and then my eyes will go to your comments. So I'm always surprised by you psychos. Lojo on TikTok. Cantor is next year's MVP. Well, look, he beat Natasha Cloud tonight in 13 seconds. He humiliated her, so he's got my vote. She's a fool, man. She got cut by Vegas, and she was out of the league, and the Sky brought her back because they're desperate. Carrington got brought back. The Sky is where desperate careers go to die. Polk 22. Do it all, including being a big baby. Oh, you're talking about Caitlin Clark's a big baby? Here's another misogynist. I forgot that too. The men who, for some reason, dislike Caitlin Clark because she's a woman, they will say those things. They'll say she's a baby, she cries a lot. Now, I will say this. She went through a period of complaining and it turned a lot of people off, sure. And there's one big sports guy who complains about it all the time. He's taking it too far. He just stopped supporting Caitlin because she was throwing fits about fouls. But everybody fucking does it. He probably throws a fit about a parking ticket. Come on, everybody does it. We're humans. But men, that's another misogynist thing. Calling her a baby or saying she is, she whines. That's misogyny. Forever Swifty. Oh, I missed what you said. Desiree popped off. Ted Delaney. Ted, I didn't even read your comment. I got to find Ted's comments. Ted is, MPW fact, CCMVP fact. Thank you so much. Guys on TikTok, there's so many comments tonight. I'm so sorry. But again, if you want me to read your comment, send me a gift that gets my attention. It'll pop up. It gets my attention. But Desiree also, she's forever a Swiftie. If you want my comment read, you can tag her. But it's a pretty busy thing. She's doing this out of the goodness of her heart to try to corral you animals. You guys are animals. Oh, Swifty, that's why women make better sports fans. I tell you what, Desiree, look, I love women. Women are my life. I love the W, right? It takes a certain I guess maturity to handle the fact that there are really powerful, successful women in the world. And a lot of these guys that are misogynists about Caitlyn are just jealous because, she's very famous and all that. Gabby26, how do people center out CC for being a baby? If you watch, I know it's because he's a misogynist. Or it could be like a teenager. Teenage boys jump on my live all the time, and I can tell it's a young kid because they say dumb shit. I'm an expert on, I guess, dumb shit. Mark Stevens, the Sky won more games without Angel than a year ago. That's pretty funny. Hey, look, Angel Reese is balling, man. Mark, welcome back. I do remember a lot of you. Look, Angel Reese is balling. She is kicking some tail, man. She has really terrible fraud games, and then she has a game like against the Sparks and 100% shooting and lit it up, and the green dildo flew across, and she got really excited. But look, let's be honest. Like with Caitlyn, look, when you play the Sparks, you're supposed to have a huge game. Caitlyn, Angel Reese did. When you play the Sky, you play the Fire, you have a huge game. Play Seattle, right? There's 4 teams, a tempo. Those are the 5 teams that you're supposed to feast on, right? I think LA feasted on them tonight, but I was pulling for them to lose, but they won't. So they're not going to. And they have a really light schedule. Fever still has a tough schedule. 18 on TikTok. CC is like a hybrid of Steph Curry and Steve Nash. Best of both worlds. That's intriguing to me. Steve Nash. That's intriguing to me. Never thought of that. I could see that. That's interesting. The passing and the shooting, yeah. That's pretty solid. How about John Starks is a great point guard from she kind of reminds of Starks. John Stockton, another John who is a Hall of Famer who had that passing ability, not flashy. But Nash wasn't flashy, but he was accurate. Jason Kidd was more flashy. We're digging into old NBA with me here. Jason Kidd. Most of you just think he's a bad coach. No, he's a legendary point guard. Who could shoot the 3 a little bit. But he was flashy. Jason Williams. Caitlyn reminds me more of Jason Williams from Sacramento Kings, and he played for the Heat. Remember White Chocolate? Jason Williams, right? What? I know what I'm doing. I gotta be careful because I knocked my water down last time. How about ball here? She reminds me of White Chocolate a little bit. Jason Williams. Google that. A lot of you younger people, you need to do yourself a favor, and you need to watch 1990s and 2000 and up to 2005 NBA clips. Just feast for a week, and your mind will be blown at how much talent we do not have in the NBA now. You will be blown away at how what we watch in the NBA is basically a social media show for likes. It's incredible how there's no real competition in the NBA. That's why I have gravitated to the WNBA, because I'll tell you this, these ladies hate each other. They ball. This is real competition. They want to win. They want to scratch each other's eyes out. They're fist fighting. That's how it used to be in the old days. I know. I said it, the old days. So if you really love sports, do yourself a favor. And sure, WNBA, go back in the archives. Educate yourself. Educating yourself about the history of basketball will help you understand what's happening now. It's super important. So when a conversation that I'm having with this cat here about, these point guards of the past, that is a really amazing, it makes me happy to talk like that because I connect with those, days, right? I connect with those highlights. Some of those games I was there for when I was younger. I was in the building for certain shots. You can never ever shake the feeling of being in the building for a big shot that becomes a historic conversation. That's why people gravitate to get in the building. Delete that guy. Yeah, block him. Yeah, thank you, Desiree. There's somebody who's being a douchebag. You're gonna get blocked on TikTok. Thank you. Because this is for real junkies. We don't want fools here. We honor the game. Ted Delaney had Pacers season ticks when they went to the finals, dude. See, The fact that Ted has season tickets to the Fever lets me know that Ted knows the history. Man, and talk about Indiana back in the day, man. Indiana, they were that close. Reggie Miller still talks about those days. Like, it's just now what young people have to do is watch these older guys talk about these days on podcasts. It's so sad. It's just sad that they don't have what we had, because, whenever I try to watch the finals, I've said this before in the last couple of years, it's no defense. The NBA playoffs, nobody's defending anyone. It's just like an all-star game. And they let somebody take a big shot at the end, they'll olay. It's incredible. There's no defense because they want to get big social media viral moments. They want to monetize their social media. It's all about the money and the fame, and I get that. Who doesn't want that? But there's no competition in it. Doug, greatest game I was ever at was Suns versus Nets in New Jersey, triple overtime. See? Jason Kidd, right, was on the Suns, I think, at that time. Triple overtime. Triple overtime games are rare. They used to happen a lot, man. Yeah, I was at a number of when the Kings made the finals against the Jazz. I'm sorry, not the finals. They made the playoffs against the Jazz. I was a number of those games. The Kings never got that far. I still remember the Jordan, the Jordan game, the flu game, like I remember watching those games like in a bar or with friends and just like, oh my God, like it was like now we look back, that was history, But yeah, like I really love the Suns. I mean, I met Kevin Johnson, who played on the Suns, and I had an hour-long conversation with him. Kevin Johnson's a legend, played with Charles Barkley. They have a statue of Kevin Johnson, in Phoenix, a statue of the man. And I met him and had a conversation with him, was talking about life, and he wasn't that interesting. but it was interesting getting an opportunity to talk to him. I've had opportunities to talk to like iconic Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer. Talk to him a little bit about it's tough to get into basketball. It wasn't about basketball. I was meeting him on a different level. It was a business thing, but I did kind of go, man, you locked down Jordan. Wow, I like mentioned it in passing, but like these guys don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because like they lost. Again, you're a competitor. He lost those finals. He had great moments, right? So a lot of these older players do not like to talk about games that they lost that, they're remembered for losing. Ted Delaney on TikTok. That's why I said last night to ask John Starks how important free throws are. Yeah, right? Right? He had a legendary moment. Free throws are so important. Now, speaking of that, Caitlyn's, I think she was 75% tonight. She still missed one. It's okay. Did you notice they were screaming at her at the free throw line? So she'll get it. Steve Nash was on the Suns. Jay Kidd was on the Nets. Oh, it was when he went to the Nets. Thank you. It's been a long time, so thank you. Thank you, Udo. With Vince Carter. Vince Carter. Oh my gosh, Vince Carter. Vince Carter changed the way people dunked the ball. McGrady did as well. Vince Carter, when he came out, was it his rookie year or maybe second year when he won the dunk contest, which they don't really do anymore like that? It was incredible. It was like that clip is still watched for the ages. You guys are amazing. What a great night. Okay, an hour and a half. I've got to split. I do got to wrap. You guys have keeping me. I love it. You guys just keep me talking about the old days of sports. Yeehaw. When we get into football in the next couple of weeks, 17 days away from opening day, right? 17 days, crazy. NFL. College football starts next week. So we will be doing football lives. It's going to be great. Thank you, Desiree. $2.99 to sub. We have a cool fan club, a lot of stuff going on. The Fantasy Football League is full, I think, but if you want to try to get in, talk to us. It's $10 to get in, but if you buy a membership for $2.99 and that's all you can afford, I'll let you in. It's about having skin in the game. But before we end, let me just see if there's anything else we missed. You guys are Charlie, boxing and bulldogs. Caitlyn can do what Kelsey can do. Kelsey cannot do what Caitlyn does. Good point on YouTube. Good comment. Thank you. Edward Broker, 209. 2 games without Boston. Caitlyn. Oh, interesting stat. Edward, where have you been my whole life? This is an incredible stat. This is what occurred to me before the live. If you guys on TikTok join late, jump to Jason J. Daniel. I don't even know my own name. Jason J. Daniel on YouTube. This is being archived in my live, guys. If you're on YouTube, you can go to TikTok if you want. It's a different, but YouTube is where the live is archived. We can't do it on TikTok. But Edward, if you get a chance to watch, if anyone's watching, go back to the beginning of the show. I brought this up and we had to talk about this. Edward has an incredible stat. I'm going to take his word for it. He says the 2 games without Boston, Caitlin has a combined 82 points and 20 assists. And Edward says, in all caps, that's insane. It's wild. Crazy, right? It did occur to me without Boston. But then, Edward, that's why I thought maybe, because Boston sat, not for an injury, it was a coach decision for rest. But maybe Stephanie White, in her genius, she's a genius even though she's a clown. It's the weirdest thing for me. Clown genius. Baby clown genius, Stephanie White, maybe in her infinite accidental wisdom, sat Boston knowing that Caitlin and Kelsey were going to scorch this team and it was going to be a great moment for the team to come off a road trip, right? So Stephanie White, she does things that make me think. Whenever Stephanie White makes me think in 3 dimensions, like she's trying to outsmart me, I feel like she's got me where she wants me. That's good coaching if you make me think like that in 3 dimensions. But the stats we didn't even pull the stats up, but I knew the last monster game was without Boston as well. I just remembered that. I didn't know it was that substantial. Carlton Ringing, great show always. Thank you, Carlton Ringing. And on that note, we're going to wrap up. You guys are great. So Forever a Swiftie is incredible. She is working really hard. And if you guys have been joining our chat, you know when I say Desiree, that's Forever a Swiftie. Somebody said, I did a great job. Class Central, what a great job you did tonight. Fun, CC MVP. Thank you. If you're talking about me over Caitlin, okay, I'll pick me. But if you're talking about Caitlin, we both had a great game. A great show and a great game. Thank you. Look, I just try to have fun, to be honest with you guys. But so reading the chat, it's powerful. You learn a lot about human beings when you read a chat for an hour and a half. Oh, man. You guys are amazing. So if you're still watching or if you're watching after, here's a couple of ways you can help me, support me. Now's the commercial. I'm going to say thank you to you guys for being amazing. And you guys, the only reason we do this is because you show up, right? If you didn't show up, I wouldn't do it. In fact, earlier this season, remember when Caitlin was hurt, I tried to take games off, but you guys wouldn't let me because I thought you wouldn't watch, but I realized you would. So we're a family. We're trying to create a community. I am giving, some of you guys are giving you a hard time, but it's because I want to help you get past some of your gaps in your knowledge, and we all become better. Bobby B, Cowboys look good and Fever back in the win column. Great weekend. Cowboys look good. Bobby B, it's preseason. Do you mean the Cowboys have a good roster? You have a good feeling? But don't trust preseason. Don't trust preseason. But I do agree the Cowboys I think they're going to have a really outstanding year. I'm so excited about NFL. More than I've been in years. Joshua Glover came back and gave me a gift. Joshua, good to see you. He sent me a 100. Thank you, Joshua. You're amazing. Hey, what's up? We're wrapping up, Joshua. You joined in late. If you want to backtrack the live, feel free. Joshua, you're one of my faves. Good timing. I was just about to say, if you want to support what I do, like Joshua has, Joshua's given more than one gift. Thank you, Joshua. Giving me any kind of gift on YouTube or TikTok does a great service for the algorithm. Thank you. Also, it is a monetary gift. Eventually it does break down like that. So it puts a little bit of coin in our pockets so we can continue to pay for these things. All of this is I pay for it, right? I am monetized, but it's not anything off the charts. You can imagine I'm almost at 3,000 followers on YouTube. So I'm not like the big boys, but I'm trying to grow. So anything you do will help me. Now, if you don't want to support me financially, it's all good. If you don't want to buy a membership, it's all good. Here's a great way to support me. Thank you, Ramona. Good night to you. Going to work. You're working a late one, or maybe you're a different country. I forgot. Be safe out there. So if you want to, how you support me is like my post. Easy way to support me. If you can share my post, cool, or share my live. liking any of my videos. My shorts are my short videos. That came out weird. My video shorts on YouTube, they're, just so you know, there's a lot of emphasis being put on them by YouTube. And so an account is boosted more when the shorts are watched. So if you watch my shorts, I'd appreciate that. Maybe every other day or something, check in on my shorts and check them out. That would be cool too. But putting a comment after the live is great too. So your comments are in the live forever on YouTube. So thank you. So if anyone watches the live stream, they can watch the comments. And so, as you know, you can see the comments and me interacting, so it works out great. Anna08, thank you so much. A great live. Thank you too. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. Guys, by the way, if you're leaving, we're going to take 4 days off, right? I think. But we're not, okay, we're going to take a couple of days off. We'll be doing an NFL show. I'll keep you posted. We'll be doing a pre-NFL, like preseason kind of show. Get ready for so we will be doing football while the Fever have like a 4-day break or something, right? So look out for that. But I do need to take a break, take a rest. But we will do that. And then next week, after that, the next week, well, not this week, but the following week, we're doing World Cup. I'm watching the games and going live after the games. One of them is going to be 3 a.m. my time. It's going to be crazy. I'm doing it. So back to supporting me. If you go back to the live after it's over and put a comment on it, that is a different algorithm set. It's interesting, right? I've been learning all these things. Also, if you watch any of my shorts videos and they're longer, a lot of them are 30 to 1 minute, 30 seconds. If you watch my shorts videos at least 30 seconds, that also counts as an engaged view. So keep that in mind. Those are little things you can do to support me if you appreciate what I do. Obviously, sharing it and telling people to watch, tuning in is amazing. I'm very committed to doing lives. And if you're new, check this out. We're doing football too, college and NFL. It's very ambitious. I have a very ambitious schedule. My schedule is so ambitious that during WNBA, because it's going to be another 30 days of women's basketball, and it does collide with NFL and college, I will be doing live 6 days a week for some periods of time. It's going to be crazy if I am that ambitious. And some days we might do 2 lives because there are days where there will be playoff games and possibly NFL games at the same time or college games. Crazy. So what I will do is we will do a live for whatever game ends first. And then if I have to kind of watch the other game going while I'm doing that live, I'll have my TV set up or whatever, my computer. And then I will switch. We'll turn off, take like a 20-minute break or something, come back for the other sport. It's going to be crazy. So if you're a football person, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. We love football. It's crazy. You think this is crazy? It gets crazier. If you would like to help moderate our chats, which gets really crazy, hit me up or Desiree, but you have to be by a membership. You can help by being a part of the team. So there's opportunities to support us doing that. Football's busy. We actually have 5 moderators that are they're OGs that come back. We've been doing this for a couple years, 3 years. We may not necessarily need you, but it'd be nice to have you buy a membership. So if we need you, you can be a moderator. And if you're always with us, and Desiree, she makes choices on who moderates, if you make friends with us and we trust you, cool. On YouTube, I do the moderating. It's not as intense as TikTok because TikTok's violent, but YouTube might be crazy. So we might be looking for a YouTube person to help me moderate. If you buy a membership or purchase or buy me a gift or give me a gift, or a super chat. We had one person came on and dropped a $50 super chat, which is really cool. I gave him the moderation and he started going crazy and it was a lot of fun. He was blocking people and stuff. So I may do that where YouTube is moderated by who buys the best super chat. Chi-Chi on TikTok, signing Raza was a mistake. Oh, you're talking about Mercedes? Razzie? No, it wasn't a mistake. They needed to sign her because they had an injury exemption for Donta. So it was kind of a technical choice. I think playing her is important because you're going to need some length in the playoffs. She is a presence. She did disappoint me on her shot she took, but I get that. But look, Fever fans have high expectations. They really do. So hopefully that's the commercial. If you're joining in late, I'm just doing a commercial for 5 minutes, kind of telling you how to support me and where we're at. And I've been talking a little bit too long. Let me see. I had to be somewhere. Hopefully, I'll go tomorrow. It's not anything important. But there you go. Thank you, Joker, for coming back. Thank you, Ted. Thank you so much. Ted is telling Desiree, thank you. That's great. Anna, Lakers versus Portland, 2000. I'm missing the memo on that. Is that one of the great games? Talk to me. Maybe that's an older. Oh, is that an older chat? Oh, sorry, it's an older chat. There you go. Cool. You guys are amazing. All right. On TikTok, you can go interact with the video. Yeah, you can't on TikTok. You can't do past lives because we don't record. TikTok doesn't record them. It doesn't archive them, which is weird. But they archive them maybe because there's so much chicanery that goes around. They don't want evidence. But YouTube archives my live, so you can go back to it. It's the raw live. Now, by the way, guys, if you've ever checked into some of my videos and been like, oh, I've watched this before, I was on the live, it's because I will take the live video and I will truncate it. I will cut out some of the bullshit and I try to make the intro better, put some music on it, and I repackage it. And it's not listed under my shows, like my Jason J. Daniels show. That's my name. The show is my live is just my shows. I go live on my show, but my other videos are repurposed and under the videos tab. If you go to my shorts, now if you interact with my TikTok, that's awesome. My TikToks, that's awesome too. Follow me on TikTok's right. By the way, Desiree, I'm sorry I didn't mention this. 19 new followers on TikTok. Thank you guys. Incredible. Thank you. 7 gifts. Thank you. You guys are amazing. So I'm working on a way to get TikTok more in the mix, and I think the best way to do it is I got a software I'm going to move to. It's going to put us all together. I'll be able to watch all the chats together. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so it'll be like I'll get TikTok, YouTube, it'll merge them. And then that way it'll be more of an experience. Plus, we're going to do, instead of the box, like right now, YouTubers, they're watching me in TikTok like a box like this. YouTube is like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to, this software, this other company I'm going to use is going to allow me to put this screen on TikTok. So you guys will have a bigger screen. You'll see what YouTube is seeing. So it'll be more of an experience. You'll see my water I knocked down. You'll see my Gatorades. You'll see my game ball over here, right? So on and so forth. So, okay. Joshua Glover says he's going to watch every short. My friend, you're my dog. Just keep watching away. Just stay up all night. Just watch my shorts. Thank you, my friend. And when I say it that way, it sounds really creepy. Watch my YouTube shorts, not my shorts. Just saying. It sounds weird. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. We were doing this on TikTok for years. Now we're doing YouTube because YouTube finally opened up to where it made sense. And we're doing it. And definitely say thank you to Desiree. She's incredible. Oh, Anna08, you're still here. You said when we were talking about great NBA games. There you go. That was a great game. Yeah. You know what I would love to do is maybe a live where we talk about classic NBA would be a lot of fun. Because that would be really educational for people who haven't been involved. Because I was a big NBA fan. I season tickets for the Kings when I lived in Sacramento. I saw all the great ones come through. I was not able to see Jordan. LeBron James's first game was in Sacramento. You guys may not know that. I was not at that game, but I missed it. But I was still, he's part of Sacramento history. So we lived and died NBA. We listened to every game on the radio. Podcasting wasn't a thing, so you'd have to listen to the radio shows. We never missed a radio show. If I was on the road or something working, always had the radio on. We didn't have streaming like this. And then when Mark Cuban invented streaming for sports, he's the one that did it. It was crazy. We could start streaming the games. It was all bitmappy. It was buffering. We love the Kings. I'm going to try to find some of my old footage of going to the games and post it on shorts for you guys when I was younger. So NBA was incredible. I saw Kobe play a few times. I saw the Jazz play a number of times. I mean, I've saw so many legends. So I'd love to have an NBA classic talk night. That would be great. And that probably will happen after the Super Bowl because there's like a 30-day lag before, or maybe 2-month lag before WNBA starts up. So that in-between time is where we'll do cool stuff like that. Forever Swifty says, I have literally no b-ball knowledge except Knicks and 5. Yeah, when you hang out with me, you start talking old school stuff. Okay, you guys are amazing. Let me see, a heartbroken kid. Too bad you guys are losing first round, though. Oh, little baby, heartbroken kid. Oh, mommy didn't tuck you in. You're so mad. You come in with the aggression. You need a pillow blankie. You need someone to stroke your head while you sleep. You need a lullaby. You need a lollipop, little baby. It's always these young guys. It's always these kids that come in and say bullshit. Anyway, Anna 8 said, I couldn't help myself. I always like to do that. Are you a little baby? You need a little baby? I always love to do that. Lakers fan, Kobe fan, hints, the 0824. Thank you. I should have known that. By the way, Anna 0824, when I'm in LA frequently, I was in LA for the finals not for the game, but I was in a bar watching it with some people 2 years. The LeBron, was it like they got swept with LeBron? Man, when you're in LA, everybody's a Lakers fan. Everybody. They do not tolerate you not being a Lakers fan. So I had to wear my Lakers hat just to get in. But it was really hard to watch that with Lakers fans. They took that very hard. So I just love sports. I've had so many experiences watching it, being a part of it. It's amazing. So, okay. Oh, here we go. Somebody's calling me delusional. Here we go. Who's this guy? Who's this? Oh my God. So this person called G Diversity, let me just make an example out of you. Your bio says you have 90 followers. You're calling me delusional. You're saying that, so your bio says this. This is what your bio says. Fighting racism, bigotry, and honoring diversity. That's what your bio says. And you're on my live insulting me. You don't know me. Let me take a step back. I think this is going to help you. Think about this. You got on my live. No one likes you. No one follows you. Your account's trash, clearly 90 followers. It's just loons like you. So you have no friends on TikTok. But you come on my live and you see me, and the first thing you do is you attack me. Your account says that you honor diversity, and I'm assuming you're an inclusion follower. I am too. But the first thing your instinct is when you meet a new person, for some reason you don't like me, you don't like what I'm saying, you insult me. I need you to think that through. I'm not going to insult you. I'm going to pray for you, honestly. Because I wish we had less people like you doing this. I wish we had people like you really doing what you say you do in your bio. But you are a hypocrite. So God bless you. I'm gonna wish you the best. And I'm not gonna insult you. Because when I looked at your bio, I'm understanding that you're trying to believe in the right things, but you've been taught the wrong things by the wrong people. You've been mentored by wrong people. That's why you insult me when you claim to be someone that is a fighter for social justice, but for some reason, you don't think I should have an opinion about sports. So you insult me with the first thing you say. So I just want you to think about your heart. This is a serious conversation to you because I don't know you, but I feel like you're probably battling some demons because what you say is not what you're doing. And I hope you don't do this to the wrong people because some people wouldn't be as nice to you as I am. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to block you because that will do you a favor. I don't need you tempted to come back and continue this. So I will block you so you can never reach out to me again. And forever you will remember these words. You've been blocked. All right. I got to get off here. I almost shed a tear for that cat. All right. You guys are amazing. Let's see here. What else is in here? All right. T. Will, good to see you. Forever Swifty, you muted him. Thank you. I blocked him. Yeah. Well, when I opened up his bio, I just kind of felt bad for him because he's part of that. He's part of the cult of hatred. And it's everybody that hates Caitlyn has that kind of stuff in their bio. Trust me, I see it all the time. All right. Okay, so I've saved the world, and you guys have forgiven me for being mad at Caitlyn. We're all good. God bless you. Have a lot of fun, and stay cool on this road break, right? Or on the break, right? Stay cool. Take care of yourselves. Do what Joshua Glover's doing. Watch every one of my shorts. Watch my YouTube shorts, not my shorts. But I appreciate that greatly. And get ready for football. We're going to do some football fun stuff. It's going to be crazy. And it's not going to be football, basketball. It's going to be just football. All right. I've talked a lot. Bye, guys. I'm going to sign off.